Every September, Apple holds its biggest event of the year. It's when we see their newest devices, biggest upgrades, and sometimes the start of completely new product categories. This year, in 2025, the excitement is even higher than usual. Leaks have been pouring in, and the picture of what's coming is becoming very clear. We're talking about the iPhone 17 lineup, AirPods Pro 3, Apple Watch updates, a new AirTag, and possibly a few surprises. Some of these changes are small refinements. Others could be the biggest shifts Apple has made in years. So let's walk through everything we know so far, step by step, no hype, just the details you need. We'll start with the heart of Apple's business, the iPhone. The iPhone 17 family. The iPhone is always the headline of Apple's September event. It's their flagship, their best seller, and the product that defines the rest of their ecosystem. This year, Apple is not just upgrading specs, they're changing the design philosophy across the lineup. We're getting at least 4 models. Again, iPhone 17 Air, iPhone 17, iPhone 17 Pro, iPhone 17 Pro Max, and each one is taking a very different approach. iPhone 17 Air, ultra slim. Ultra different. The most talked about model is the iPhone 17 Air. This is Apple's new ultra-thin phone, just 5.5 millimeters thick. That's dramatically slimmer than any recent iPhone. When you hold it, it looks almost futuristic. It's designed to make people stop and say, wow, what is that? But here's the catch. This phone is all about looks, not power. It only has one rear camera, it has a single speaker at the top, and possibly no bottom speaker at all. There's no SIM card slot anywhere in the world. Inside, it runs on Apple's A19 chip, but a weaker version than what the Pro models get. And the battery, incredibly small. In fact, it's so small that Apple is planning to sell a battery case on launch day. That's right, even Apple knows most people won't get through a full day without recharging. The iPhone 17 Air is a style-first device. It's for people who care more about the feel and appearance than raw performance or battery life. iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max, big batteries, big features. On the complete opposite side of the spectrum, we have the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max. Apple is making these thicker this year, but for a good reason. They'll have the largest batteries ever in an iPhone. Apple is also dropping titanium and switching to an aluminum unibody. On the back, there's a glass cutout around the MagSafe area. This isn't just a design choice. It's likely to enable reverse wireless charging, what Apple might call MagShare. With this, you could place a friend's phone on the back of yours and share battery power. It could also work for charging AirPods or other small devices. Apple loves features that are both functional and instantly recognizable. Think of the notch or the dynamic island. This new back design could become one of those signature elements. Pro camera upgrades. Apple isn't just changing the outside. The Pro models are getting a major camera overhaul. The telephoto lens will support continuous optical zoom, letting you zoom smoothly without losing quality. And for the first time, all 3 lenses will use 48-megapixel sensors. That means sharper photos, better low-light shots, and more detail in every image. On the front, the dynamic island will be slightly smaller. Apple is adding an anti-reflective scratch-resistant coating to make it easier to see in bright sunlight. It's the same type of coating we've seen on some high-end Android phones, but Apple's implementation will be top-notch. Pro performance and cooling. Inside, the Pro models will run the new A19 Pro chip. This is paired with an all-new vapor chamber cooling system. That means better sustained performance. No overheating and no slowdowns during long gaming sessions or heavy tasks. If you push your phone hard, this will matter. The downside: prices are expected to rise by around $50 compared to last year. That's Apple's way of balancing the added cost of these new features. Base iPhone 17, small changes. Big display upgrade if you want an iPhone at last year's price. The base iPhone 17 will still start around $800. It's the least exciting. Visually, the design barely changes. It doesn't even fully match the look of the rest of the iPhone 17 family. But there is one very big upgrade. The display jumps to 6.3 inches and finally supports 120Hz refresh rate. This makes scrolling and animations look far smoother. It's a feature that's been on the Pro models for years, and it's finally coming to the base model. The bezels will also be a bit thinner, and the front camera is doubling in resolution, from 12 to 24 megapixels. Battery life gets a small boost thanks to slightly more internal space. It still runs the standard A19 chip, so performance will be solid. Overall, though, it's more of an iPhone 16s than a true leap forward. Apple's real goal here seems to be keeping an $800 iPhone in the lineup without giving away too many high-end features. AirPods Pro 3, smarter and more capable. It's been almost 3 years since Apple last updated the AirPods Pro. The 3rd generation is finally ready, and it's a bigger upgrade than you might expect. The design of both the earbuds and the case is changing, though the exact look is still under wraps. Inside, they'll use Apple's latest HX series chip. This will improve sound quality, boost active noise cancellation, and make transparency mode even more natural. One of the most interesting changes is health tracking. AirPods Pro 3 will have a built-in heartbeat sensor. This means you could track basic fitness data without wearing an Apple Watch. It's Apple's first step in turning AirPods into a health product. Future versions might add body temperature sensing and other wellness features. Apple Watch 10 years in 2025 marks the 10th anniversary of the Apple Watch. Apple is updating the whole lineup. The budget. Apple Watch say may switch to a plastic body to cut costs. It'll get a faster chip but keep its basic, older design. This makes it cheaper and more appealing for kids or first-time buyers. The flagship Apple Watch Series 11 could finally get the rumored redesign with a thinner body and magnetic band system. We may also see 5G connectivity for the first time, and possibly blood pressure monitoring, though that feature might still be delayed. And then there's the Apple Watch Ultra 3. It will likely keep its rugged style but with a larger display and slimmer bezels. Like the Series 11, it could get 5G and blood pressure tracking. But its standout upgrade is rumored to be satellite connectivity. This would let you send messages or call for help even without cell service, perfect for hikers, sailors, or remote travelers. AirTag 2, more range, more security. Apple's small tracker is also getting an update. AirTag 2 will have 3 times the tracking range of the original and more precise location accuracy. Apple is also making it harder for stalkers to disable the speaker, fixing a real-world safety issue from the first version. A strange rumor says it will integrate with Apple Vision Pro for an augmented reality Find My Stuff mode. How many people own both products? Probably very few, but it shows Apple's focus on making their devices talk to each other in new ways. Event. Date leaks say the event will be on Tuesday, September 9, 2025, at 10 a.m. Pacific time. That matches Apple's usual schedule almost exactly. We could see a small shift to the 8th or 10th, but the 9th is the safe bet. We're now less than a month away, and with all these details coming together, September is looking like a huge moment for Apple fans. That's the complete Section 1 flow. It sets the stage for Section 2, where we can go deeper into each device's impact, strategy, and what these changes mean for the future of Apple's lineup.